Unless you control your money, making more won't help. You'll just have bigger payments. Dave Ramsey. Most people that are trying to do something better in life for themselves will find the tip of the iceberg on many things. It's always nice to make a few extra bucks from time to time, but making a living from it is a whole different ballgame. Number 10. Be a financially educated individual. It's a cliche, but it's true. Knowledge is power. Educating yourself financially is like giving yourself a superpower. The superpower of wealth. When you're curious about how money works, you develop what is called financial literacy. This means that when you hear words like 401k, mortgage, and Federal Reserve, they won't scare you away or seem foreign. You're able to understand them and, as a result, use them to your advantage. For example, if you learn about how compound interest works, it can help you make the most out of your savings. If you learn about investing, it can help you make the most out of your money. And if you learn about money management techniques for paying off debt and saving for the future, it can help you make the most out of your entire financial life. But it doesn't stop there. Financial literacy also helps in other areas of life. If you are financially literate, then when someone tells you that renting is better than buying a home, or vice versa, you'll be able to find data and resources to understand why they're saying this and whether it applies to your life. Number 9. Early saving is key. Low-income people often struggle with saving money. Despite this, it is possible to save even when you are earning minimum wage. Saving when you earn less is actually more beneficial. A minimum wage earner may feel that there is no money left over to save. In many cases, there is little left over after paying bills, buying food, and so on. As a result, it might not seem worth saving. When you have a low income and manage to save successfully, you will find that the amount saved makes a significant difference in your life. The amount saved does not have to be particularly large for it to make a big impact. However, when accumulated over time, it can have a major effect on your life and can cause major changes in your life. Being on minimum wage and not having many expenses or monthly bills to pay, saving small amounts of money can be simple and will likely seem insignificant. Despite this, these small sums add up very quickly, especially if they are put into high-interest savings accounts. Number 8. You should invest. Investing is the process of putting your money into assets to grow your wealth over time. Most investments fall into one of two main categories: stocks or bonds. Stocks represent ownership in a company. A share of stock gives you a claim on every asset and every penny earned by the company, regardless of how small or large it may be. In exchange for this ownership stake, shareholders receive a portion of profits as dividends and may see an increase in their investment if other investors want to buy shares as capital gains. Bonds are essentially loans to governments or corporations with a fixed interest rate. Investing can increase your wealth and can maximize your income without much effort. However, some people think that investing is only for the rich. This is not true. You can invest even if you earn minimum wage. In fact, there are many ways of doing so. For example, one way is to open an IRA, or an individual retirement account, or a 401k plan through your employer. This allows you to put money into a tax-advantaged account that earns interest over time. The more money you contribute, the faster it will grow. Additionally, you can buy stocks and bonds directly from companies and invest in mutual funds, which pool together different investments for diversification. In general, this investment requires less upfront capital than others, but it carries a higher risk profile since it relies on market performance instead of the guaranteed returns offered by government securities like treasury bonds and municipal bonds. Number 7. Set a budget and adhere to it. Wealth is not a word that people who are on minimum wage hear very often. It's hard to think about building wealth when you're worried about paying the bills and putting food on the table. But the truth is, if you start budgeting now, you can set yourself up for wealth, no matter how much money you make right now. When you make a budget, you are taking a look at your finances and deciding what you want your money to do for you. Do you want to use it to buy that new pair of shoes as soon as they come out? Or would it be more useful for you if you were able to pay off your credit card debt? By making a budget, you set your own standards for what spending looks like in your life, what is important to you, and where you hope to go in the future. You might be thinking that creating a budget will just depress you because the numbers won't add up. But we promise, it's not about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about understanding what sort of choices will give meaning to your money, and by extension, giving meaning to your life. Number 6. Avoid pointless expenditures. The first thing you need to do is address your spending habits. You have to look at what you're spending money on and decide what's essential and what isn't. If you want to become wealthy, the money has to go to things that are going to help you do that, not just things that make you happy in the short term. One of the ways you can do this is by using an app called Mint. You can sync all your accounts, subscriptions, and bills with it, and then set up a budget for yourself that would allow you to save money as well as pay down your student loans and other debts if you have any. It shows you how much money you have after all of your monthly bills are paid, and then lets you allocate a certain amount each month for savings and debt repayment. At the end of each month, you can see how much is left for the fun stuff. Savings plans like this create automatic savings plans for you so that you don't have to do anything at all. Number 5. Negotiate your bills. As a citizen making minimum wage, there's not much wiggle room in your budget. However, renegotiating your bills to reduce them slightly can have a huge impact on your overall financial health. Take a look at the following case study. A woman earning $8 an hour has 2 bills that each cost $100 per month. She can renegotiate both so that they each cost $90 per month. This means that she saves $20 per month and her total monthly income is $1,920. Now, she has agreed only to spend 60% of her income on rent, so she allocates $1,152, or 60%, to rent. The remaining 40% of her income, or $768, is what she can use for other expenses and savings. Therefore, saving 10% on 2 bills, or $20 per month, makes it possible for her to save 5% more of her income. 768 times 0.05 equals $38.40, than if she had not been able to save money on her bills, which would be $1,120 times 0.05, which is $56. Number 4. Don't go beyond your means. The idea of living below your means can be a difficult one if you are earning minimum wage. It may seem that there is no way to live below your means when you are struggling to make ends meet. However, it is important to remember that living below your means is not all about what you spend and what you earn, but how you spend and how you save. Let's start by defining living below your means. Living below your means is the practice of spending less than what you earn on a regular basis, with the goal of saving or investing that money for the future. This concept can be applied to a variety of personal finances and circumstances, but it is especially important for individuals who are paid minimum wage and who may be struggling financially. Living below your means begins with a budget tailored to your income level. Budgeting lets you know exactly how much you can spend on bills and other expenses each month, allowing you to save enough at the end of the month. Number 3. Pay off debt. When you are working a job that pays you minimum wage, you have to be extra careful with your money because odds are you don't have much of it. And when you don't have much of it, you need to make sure that what money you do have is being used in the most efficient way possible. But all too often, people who are struggling financially fall into the trap of just paying off bills and debt without thinking about how that is helping their financial situation. Paying off debt is an important step towards becoming wealthy, especially living on minimum wage. It can help you get ahead financially and give yourself more options for your future. Getting rid of debt helps you build a better credit score, and then you're more likely to qualify for loans and opportunities. When we consider a car loan or even a home mortgage, these are huge investments that require stellar credit scores to be eligible to obtain them at low interest rates. Otherwise, they don't want you to go bankrupt after obtaining one. With bad credit and the inability to pay off their debts, people will not be able to buy something necessary like a house or a car. Number 2. Be frugal. If you are on minimum wage, it can be difficult to get ahead in the world. Because of how limited your income is, you may be tempted to spend every last dollar you make and never save anything for a rainy day. However, this can become a vicious cycle that leaves you struggling financially for years to come. Being frugal means making smart financial decisions and understanding where your money is going. If you are spending all of your money, you may need to find ways to stretch your budget so that you have some money left over at the end of the month. This will help you start saving money so that you can create an emergency fund or add funds to a savings account or retirement account. In time, these funds will grow and help bring more financial security into your life. If you enjoyed it so far, please like this video and leave a comment. What is your best way to save money? Number 1. Boost your income. The choice to supplement your income when you're on minimum wage can be a challenging one. Some people face social stigma for making this choice, which can make it hard to justify the decision in their own minds. Additionally, the normalization of financial insecurity that our culture has fostered may make you believe that supplementing your income is unnecessary. In reality, there are many ways supplementing your income can help you establish financial security and become wealthy. First, boosting your income can help you reduce debt. which is one of the biggest hindrances to wealth building. By paying off debt faster through increased income, you are able to free up more money for savings and investments. Moreover, supplementing your income can help you accumulate assets like real estate or life insurance policies with cash value, which can generate passive income over time.